Bashers. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Thursday, April the 3rd at 5 p.m. on the nose. That should make Dino very happy. Who's in at number one? It's crazy because it's Dave Fahrenheit 451. Amazing, buddy. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know how you do it. And I didn't do it till this morning. I figured I'm going to play around and do the thumbnail a little bit later. Plus, I was working on my brand new concept to make the show more fun. And basically what that is the Syndicate. How fun is that? So I'm creating this all these characters and all these stories that will be part of the thumbnails in coming days, weeks, months. Unfolding story about our dear friend here, who is the part of this new Syndicate and all of his henchmen and what he's up to and all that stuff. I decided it was time to go conceptual with the Bashers themes and thumbnails and come up with something a little bit more interesting. This guy's name is Mr. Vellum, and he's got a whole bunch of people over here. They've got names too. I wrote them in the thumbnail. I can't remember. It took me like the whole night to come up with this thing. And I think it's pretty cool. And I like the art too. It took a little while to get it going, but the Syndicate coming to an Audible book dealer near you. Going for the Triple Crown, and you upvote. Please upvote. It's right down there. If you can, upvote for the show. It's a worthwhile endeavor to do that. I'm also thinking about memberships just to get the show kicking a little bit. I know we've got Patreon, and I thank everybody for that. And let me put those people on there because they deserve a shout out at all times. I'll announce all of those people at the end of the show. I was thinking about doing a Syndicate channel memberships just to keep the lights on here at iBashers and Company. Cheapy ones like $5, $10, etc. like that. And different levels of the Syndicate. It'd be fun. Dirk, please post my position upon another member that hasn't been Basher of the Day. Now, I sent you the very first. I'm starting a musical series too. Today it was the beginning of the Paradise Theater album by Styx. It's called AD 1928, but of course it's a Basher style, rewriting the lyrics. And the next one will be Bashing the Paradise or Rocking the Basherdice, however you like to do it. And I haven't recorded that one yet. I just started with the Styx stuff this morning, but it got me inspired. Andrew Bangs Drums got me inspired. He's such a big Styx fan, big Todd Zuckerman fan. I'm a big Styx fan. And I just thought it'd be fun to do some Styx tunes, just a couple, not so many. I've been basking in the glory of having my name given to such a beautiful creature. Thanks again, Ray Ray. Of course, we're talking about his wonderful video yesterday where I still haven't figured out how to get the audio. I can do it in a browser, but I can't do it for ancillary videos. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to make that work. I'm sure there's a way. I'll get it going. But we did it the old-fashioned way. And thanks for that, Ray Ray. Those beautiful, beautiful babies and their new names. Fantastic. Dino and Dave Fahrenheit 451. Andrew Wolkowicz, Canadian $5. I'm working till 5:30, but everyone should enjoy the day and the show. Inspire others with kindness. Please do that. It's so much easier than being a meanie. Inspire others with kindness, upvote, and subscribe. And we start out with the Super Chat Gong like we do for every show, the one and only Super Chat Gong that belongs to Andrew Wolkowicz. The best, Andrew, the best. Ray says, Dave, Fahrenheit 451. I forgot to mention they were twins. You didn't mention that. You and Dean are a right pair of SpongeBobs. Proust Stuttgart is in the room. Hey, Proust. Great to see you, Proust. I'm having my Drew B coffee, not in a Joe LaFaro glass today because I didn't wash it. But there you go. Thank you, Proust. RP1960, happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday to you, RP1960. Great to see you in the room as always. Our very own poet extraordinaire, artist and photographer extraordinaire. Renaissance, our dear Julian. Our ability to manufacture fraud now exceeds our ability to detect it. Everybody probably heard today on the show that Swiss watches are going up by 31%. Let me get that off the screen. 31%. Why are you acting? Oh boy, I'm having. Boy, it's going to be a weekend. I think I'm getting a new computer this weekend, as I don't know how to. Look at that. Why is that doing that? Oh boy, acting stupid. You can hear me, right? Here today with Scotty Love, and we were talking about how crap this is. Give me a second. I'm just going to leave the stream and come right back. Oh, I'm back. I'm kind of back. Chrome. Hold on. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm putting all Band-Aids on as much as I possibly can. I'm going over to my friend Corey's tonight to go fix his computer, so I probably should do the same thing to mine. Oh boy, it's always better that I know how to clean somebody else's house than clean my own. Sorry about that, beautiful ones. Renaissance says, I think your whole life shows in your face, and you should be proud of that. That's true. Tell that to everybody in Hollywood who's all got the big chipmunk cheeks and who did I just see that had big chipmunk cheeks? Adam Lambert. Oof, man, what did she do? Wow. Beauty is not how you feel inside, and it reflects in your eyes. It is not something physical. That's very true. The eyes are the windows of the soul. You can tell when somebody's a bad person by looking in there, or they don't look at you at all. Remind you of anyone? When I'm walking alone in the street, I always feel that around the corner there is something wonderful waiting for me. That's my attitude. I love that, and I hope it's true, and I hope that's true for everybody in 2025, because the world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell. Oh, well. It's necessary to have an energy that carries you forward. You need the will to live, to have great curiosity, to look for the best in life, to find new interests. I found that, the Bashers came to me later in life, and I found so many new interests. The watch thing came to me only about 5-6 years ago. I liked watches. I didn't pay much attention. I knew about Omega because of my father-in-law, and I got interested in them. But it took me a while to get into that as a hobby. And now I think my next thing, and Dean will find this interesting, when I was a kid, my parents bought me a stereo, and I was really into audio. Now, of course, I'm into pro audio. I've got my studio here, and I've got a rack full of pro audio gear, great studio speakers, et cetera, et cetera. Just my computer's the whole of my story. But when I was a kid, my parents bought me what was probably a very inexpensive or relatively inexpensive receiver. It was called a Pioneer SX780. And I destroyed it because I was young and I beat it up and we threw it out at one point. And I've always wanted to get another one of those. Well, I just started watching a new YouTube channel called Skylabs. It's my newest subscription. And it is this guy from Iowa who talks about vintage stereo equipment. I'm very interested in vintage. The new stuff doesn't interest me as much. Anyway, he was advertising the Pioneer SX780, saying that these old 70s Pioneer receivers and components are much in demand, like a 1670 or 1610 or some CK2915. Anyway, this thing probably, I'm going to guess my parents paid $150 for it in 1980 or whenever I got it. It is close to $2,000 right now. And they're talking about how the circuitry was so great and the sound of it is fantastic. And so, I think I waited too long and I priced myself out of getting these things. I also, in order to get the receiver, and then you got to get new stereo speakers and you have to get a whole bunch of other things. This doesn't require a power amp because it's all integrated in one. It's a tuner, it's a receiver for AM, FM, like anybody cares anymore. That's why tuners don't sell, but lots of other things do. But power amps, preamps, and speakers in the vintage market are huge. I didn't realize that it was such a market, which I would have thought was a consumer receiver, and it turns out it isn't. It's like pro guys are looking at that. I always thought, Onkyo and Marantz and Macintosh and all those brands were the ones that everybody wanted. Turns out Sansui. Turns out Pioneer, huge stuff, crazy. And that's my new interest. I think I'm getting into this vintage electronics stereo market. I know a lot of you guys are into all that stuff, and you're into the newest and the latest and the greatest, but I'm a vintage fan. I like older stuff, so I'll probably just kind of stay in that realm. Then why change? Everyone has his own style. When you have found it, you should stick to it. I agree. I think, though, changing things up is fun. Like, I don't know if I have a style in particular. I mean, I like nice clothes and things like that, but my comfortable wear is a pair of jeans or a pair of slacks and a V-neck, anything. But, I like to dress up and stuff. But, like, style-wise, I've pretty much rocked the same haircut, the businessman's haircut from 1955. And then I grew my hair really long again because I thought we were going to go on tour. And of course we didn't. And I changed my style. I think it's kind of fun to just change it up and try new looks every once in a blue moon. But there is a signature style. I feel that way about fragrances. Having 16, 25, and 50 bottles of fragrance on your shelf says nothing about you. Just says that you're a hoarder. I don't think anybody should have that. I've got probably 10 different ones in my on my fragrance shelf. I wear 2 of them. I wear M7 and I wear Happy Rouge 4711 every morning for a splash. That's about it. Ray says, sorry, Dirk, Kerrygold butter will now be expensive as gold. Yeah, Kerrygold indeed. Now, I go to a discount kind of market here in the United States called Trader Joe's. It's part of the Aldi lineup. And I get Trader Joe's. I buy Kerrygold there for $4.49. It is $7.99 or $8 everywhere else. For some reason, they get a great deal on it. So that's where I fill up on that. I always have several bricks in my fridge. I would imagine it'll go up. It's going to be like everything's going to be like the price of cigarettes. I believe that cigarettes in New York City cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $20, and that's all taxes and stuff that they put on it. So all these goods coming from Europe, 20%. I mean, you saw the shit show that was this is one of the greatest days in America. I mean, who believes that? Who is going to believe that? I guess some people just do. Buddy O, £1.99 upvoted. Missed a few eps, so here's my all apologies. Thank you, Buddy L. Great to see you in the room. Let's give you a big bang boom for that. Let's go cowbells. Where are my cowbells? Cowbells. It's great to see you and great to have you live in the room. Dean says, is this yesterday's stream? Dave Fahrenheit 451 is at the top. Thank you, Sir Ray. Does that mean I am Dean O'Dolly? Maybe so. Think one day I'll have a weed named after me. I always feel bad for weeds because Paul loves to go out there in the springtime and pull all the weeds out. And I always say, well, the weeds are actual plants. Who decided that they were a weed? And also, my question to Master Horticulturist is, what constitutes a weed? Like, why is one particular form of grass or a flower? Because I have some weeds and I fight them over it because I say, oh, but that's beautiful. We have this one thing that grows really tall in the pots and it has these speckly yellow flowers all over it. And Paul's like, it's a weed. But I'm like, I don't care. I think it's beautiful. What is a weed? What makes something? Why is one considered a weed? Please educate me on that because I have no idea. Hey, Meditation Sounds 2025. Great to have you back in the room. Upvoted this crazy Thursday. Oh, meditate. It's Tesh. We found that out yesterday. Meditation Sounds 2025. I have your number. That's so funny. The weed will be called Little Effer. It might very well be. Poor old Dirk missing out. He needs to be named after a donkey. The donkey Eeyore. Eeyore. I always felt so bad for Eeyore because I'm always that way about the Island of Misfit Toys or any kind of animal or character that is considered an outcast. I don't understand that whole Indian culture of the untouchables, and I can't believe that still exists. It's really a horrible, horrible thing. But I wouldn't mind a donkey. I don't need it named after me, but you know how that is. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Dean, I thought Ray named one after you. He did. Both you and him. Is that Sonny and Cher I hear? It must be Groundhog Day again. Well, I sent you the song. You can elect anyone in this list, and I'll send the Styx intro. It's 2 minutes long. It's a shorty. It's a big Dennis DeYoung shebang. But I will definitely send it to whomever you choose for me to send it to. Mr. Kevin Landon upvoted number 7 today. Happy Thursday to Dirk and all the Bashers watching live and off work today. Hey, great to have you live Thursday. Perfection is what we seek, but we will never achieve. Greatness is what we will settle for. I like that. That's pretty great. Great. Everything's great. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest thing. It's historic. Dave Fahrenheit 459. Can you believe we are twins now? Bob Black Sheep will have you any wool. Dave Fahrenheit 451. No sir, 3 bags full. Hitesh, you're coming up as meditation sounds, right? That's pretty great. Mart and Bronson upvoted Basher Thursday is yet here again. Basher Thursday is here again. The skies above are clear again. Ken Furby, looking great with your new thumbnail. Bucket of cold water on aisle 9. Dave is on fire. Hello, everyone. Remember to do your duty. Upvote and subscribe. That doesn't hurt one bit at all. And thank you so much, Ken. You're the best. Melly C, happy Thursday Eve. Happy Friday Eve, sorry. Dirk and all the Bashers. Well done, Dave. The trifecta. You're 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row for Dave Fahrenheit 451. Absolutely crazy town. Donald, we were talking about you yesterday. I was like, is he around? I don't know. Did you get Basher of the Day yet? Donald, did you get one yet? Let us know. And Glenn Parker, did you get one yet? I mean, you're supposed to be number 1, but these guys get so much of it. They have the monopoly on it. We have the monopoly on all of the Basher of the Day. It's going to be the greatest Basher of the Day of all time. Everyone's going to love it. It's going to be fantastic. Great to see you, Donald. Happy Friday Eve to all you lovely people. Yes, Glenn Parker, you're one of them. And that means you. Wow, that is an evil thumbnail nightmare. Isn't that great? I was up really late last night working on this storyline because, after a while, can I just say that I'm not saying that I'm getting bored, but I'm finding it harder and harder to come up with new concepts for the Speedy Tuesday thing. It's space, it's rockets, it's whatever. That's easy to do. And you look what I'm wearing today. Hey, and I'm wearing it on my right wrist. Don't run, Dino. So I just decided that maybe it was time to come up with like a kind of a series. And that series is going to revolve around this kind of Spectre-like organization, but it's run by cats. And they're the Feline World Order, the FWO. And the guy that he's holding there is kind of like a voodoo doll of this guy named Danny. And this guy, Danny, is a secret agent that they've realized has infiltrated their underworld. And all will be revealed because he's going to be in a couple episodes. I made about 10 thumbnails last night, so I don't have to make any for a while until the story evolves. It will be an ongoing storyline, so hopefully you'll be able to follow along. And then there will be, at the end of that series, I don't know when that's going to be, maybe a month or two, there will be a conclusion, and anybody who could come up with the synopsis of the story told through pictures gets a Basher prize of Basher merchandise that will include that, because I'm going to talk that over with my manager and talk about getting some of those things on a t-shirt. And I think that would be really super duper fun. Sharon, hello, gorgeous. Great to see you. Hi, hearts and everything. Oh, you look so beautiful today. Thank you so much for coming in and making us all feel better. And then, hey, Glenn. My God, man, baby thumbnail. And DM, good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. Only good things. And that's what we do here on the iBashers. Only cheers to you. Bruce Stuttgart. Only good things. Let's try to do something really nice for somebody else today. I'm going over to a friend's house. I got them some RAM and a cable, and I have this little trick to trick your old Macintosh into feeling like it's a brand new one. And I've been employing that for quite a while. I do it on older computers, like up to 2016, 17, if you have a computer that's that old. And basically it's a swap out to a faster hard drive and more RAM. And it's kind of kind of an external way to make the Mac run faster, so people don't have to suffer the expense of going through buying a new computer, because it's quite an investment. However, commensurate with our daily activities, I have to say that, like, phones are expensive, right? 1,400, 1,200, whatever you pay for your smartphone. I have an iPhone 14 Pro. I think it was $1,250. I mean, right? But it's something that you use all day, every day, pretty much. Your computer is another thing you use all day, every day. A great pan, paying for a Dutch oven, Le Creuset or otherwise, or a great kettle. Think about the things that you use all the time. You get the most of your car. But then there's things that cost ridiculous sums of money, like wristwatches that are 31% more expensive as of today. What is going to happen with that? I think what all the Swiss big companies that can afford to, like the Swatch Group, Rolex, I don't know if Vacheron or I don't know if the Trinity brands could do that. I think they should just stop selling their watches in the United States of America. Just stop shipping them here, and then letting everybody know that if you come to Switzerland or any of the EU, well, they're not in the EU. Are they in the EU? They're not Schengen, right? Who's Schengen? Who's not in Schengen? That's very confusing. Like England and Ireland are not in Schengen, but most of mainland Europe. So I'm assuming that Switzerland is Schengen, considering it's a Germanic word. Or is it a Dutch word, Schengen? I think that they should offer their watches at a steep discount, because you won't be paying tariffs. And they just tell you that you have to wear it home, because if you put it in a box, you'll get the duty. If you put it in a Rolex box and you take it home, then they're going to nab you and they're going to make you pay for it. But I think that they could say, we'll ship you the box. And you can wear the watch home. And that's a way to skirt around that, because that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it's just nonsense. Because Switzerland, they've been the enemy forever, haven't they? Right? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Vasilios is here. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while, Vasilios. Great to have you. Now we know what you look like, too. Good evening, all. Great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. You sent that to me twice. Oh, look at that. Frozen picture. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I have to come to grips with the fact that this computer, which is a 2015 5K iMac, I have used it every day of my life since the day I bought it, and it was the top of the line machine. It's what, I don't even know what it is. It's a 4 gigahertz. It was the fastest one they had at the time, and I've used it. I have to understand that this thing is starting to kernel panic, and it's starting to get mad at me, and I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet. And like I was talking to Scotty Love, and I was saying, it's not so much a problem of like dealing with it, it's dealing with the migration of all the stuff, because I have a very weird situation here. I have a pretty small internal drive, and then I have many huge hard drives externally that I use to drive the show and my studio and all that stuff. So it's a process. I'm gonna have to do it on a day that I'm off, like a Saturday or something like that. We'll see. I can hear you, but the video's buffering. Yeah, I know. It's I can see already that there's a lag in the video, and I do not know why. Dirk, your computer needs a new warp drive. Yeah, get a new PC. I'm never going to go back to PCs, man. I'm never going to go back to PCs. I was a PC guy for the longest time, and then I woke up. Once you go Mac, you never go back, my friend. You just don't. Plus, I'm artists and musicians, we don't use PCs. We use Macs, because all the good stuff is there. There's not a lot of good stuff there. Oshin uses a PC for a bunch of stuff. He does. I think he uses it for when he goes live on the YouTube. I think he does. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a small little... I'm just going to go get one of those Mac Minis and soup it up and make it great. Carp lips. Very cool. Glenn Parker. Hey, Dean. How you doing? I hope all is well. Dean is here. Andy M, is this another chat up carp lips? I don't know what any of that means. You guys are nuts. Beauty is only skin deep. Ugliness is to the core. That's a great quote. That's a really great quote, Andy M, because that's true. Very, very ugly shit. Joe LaFaro, Handsome Joe, talking about guys who are beautiful on the inside and out. Handsome Joe, a little late today. Let's say not so late. 5:25. It's great to have you in the room, Handsome Joe. Hey, Connor Mick. Hey, Dirk and the fellow Bashers. Hope all is well. Where you been, our love? Where you been? It's been a while. Hey, you. It's been a while. Great to have you live on the show. Nice. Nothing wrong with the Pioneer. I started on an Armstead Tower stereo. Things have changed for the better. Was that crap? I don't even know what that is. I'll tell you what I had. You want to know what my original setup was? That my parents were very, very kind to buy this for me when I was 13 or 12, whatever I was. I got me a Pioneer SX780, which people are putting colored LED lights in, which is very interesting. It was rated at 150 watts. That thing was loud. And originally I had the Pioneer speakers to match it, but my dad, because of American Airlines, somehow he got a deal on these ohms, and these were the Model Ls. They were incredible. And you know what? I wrecked those too because I didn't take care of stuff when I was a kid. It's amazing that I have the guitar that I have. This I'll show you the oldest instrument that I have. And it's really funny, right? Look at this heavy metal thing. It's got stickers all over it. This I put rhinestones on it because I'm Paul Stanley. This is a 1982 guitar. I never take this thing off the wall ever. I'll have Emmett play this on the next thing. It's beat to shit, but it's neck through the body. I only got a couple of springs in the back, just 3. But this is the craziest thing about this guitar. Ready for this? Now, I have no idea. I don't take this off my wall. Very interesting. I guarantee you that this thing's in tune. Perfectly in tune. This has got a Floyd Rose on it, the very first Floyd Rose, which is the very first tremolo system ever built with locking tuners at the top. And this thing is 40 years old. 40 years old. And it absolutely never, ever, ever goes out of tune. It's got one of these great Floyd Roses on it. You can do all the dive bombs. You can do this. I can do this, right? Totally make my strings go nowhere. Pop it back up. It'll be perfectly in tune. This thing just doesn't go out of tune. It's an amazing thing. I never use it for any reason, but it's cool to have. It's a cool, crazy old thing. I would love to get one of those Pioneer SX780s to get back into the stereo thing because I love the way it looked and it's nostalgic and I love that kind of stuff. Sansui speakers were outstanding. Yeah, Sansui's. I have this thing in my closet, and Jimmy and I, my guitar player and I, were talking about it. Before digital was the thing, we got this Sansui 6-track. Basically, it's a 6-track recorder. It's about yay big. And one of the tracks stopped working on it, and it's probably just a matter of a screwdriver. And we recorded tons of Hitman demos back in the day, and I used it later on. I have it in my closet. I have to look to see what that's selling for because I'm never going to use it. Maybe it's got 2 cassettes. It's all recorded on cassette. Very interesting stuff. Tino says, I was thinking about carp lips. I don't know what this carp lip thing is. You guys gushing over those old receivers are listening through nostalgic. Is that what you think? You're into all the modern stuff, right? Listen, I'm not going to poo-poo any of that stuff because it's great. I know it is. But if I had my druthers, Drew, I would get all beautiful old late 60s and early 70s, like discreet Macintosh stuff. Oh, I just love that stuff with a big old crazy turntable, like a 310, a Garrard 310. Oh, man. I love those. But, that's just me. Evening, lads and ladies, and congratulations to Dave Fahrenheit. 451, because he's number one. He's number one all the time, too. Congratulations. And finitum. Canair, do fragrances not go off after a while and smell bad, or am I? They do. And it depends, dear Canair, on how you treat them. Heat and sun is a problem. So you keep them in a dry, cool place with not a lot of sun. It also helps if the bottle is colored or tinted, like a dark, like for example, M7 in that dark amber glass. That really helps it out. But for sometimes they even get, some of them get even better. They get more concentrated and it's like wine. But some of them do go off. And I would have to say that's mostly probably the eau de toilettes versus an eau de parfum or a parfum, because those are the concentrates and those generally tend to knock off. The toilettes and the colognes will probably be the first ones to go off. But and just keep them in a good place. And I mean, I've been that vintage M7 that I got from the beautiful, extraordinary, incredible Miss Bittenbender. I mean, Jesus, it smells like the day it was manufactured. It's incredible. Dean, Drew, sorry, Moonswatch is not today. Hold on. I'm wearing mine today, only because I'm getting on the subway in a little while. I have some vintage stuff too. Tubes, you can have it all. It's with the piano and classic vinyl. Help, I need somebody. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble if I do that. You have vintage stereo equipment, Joe LaFaro? Very interesting. You know, he's trying to sell his mom's piano, and I think I mentioned this on the show. I have a guy who's by appointment only, and he said he'll get back to me. You know, I'm going to ring him tomorrow for you, Joey, because that's taken a while, and I have to admit other things got in my purview, so therefore I probably haven't been as proactive as I should have been. I will get on that tomorrow. If you have 50 fragrances, you are a hoarder. Yeah, it's just too many. You're never, ever, ever going to wear them. And also, you know, don't you want to have people have a signature idea of what you smell like? I do, because like my dad smelled like Vitalis, you know, or Club. And, you know, like my uncle smelled like Old Spice. That's why I like Old Spice. I hate their marketing campaign, what they're trying to do and trying to make it all cool and hip hop. I don't see how that works, but I still like it and I still wear it occasionally. I like it. Franco Fiori, grazie mille signore. Please upvote, please. Per favore. I don't know how you'd say, but like, how would you say upvote in Italian, Franco? How would you say that? Like, I know prenotare is a reservation, so I don't actually yet know how to say vote in Italian. So it'd be like, I don't know how it is. They don't know their weeds. You know, we're talking about the plants again. I know a weed is an unwanted or out of place plant. I know, no, I don't mean any of that stuff. I don't mean what visual. I'm talking about what do botanists say constitutes it being a weed. You know, a weed is something you don't want in your border. If you don't like it, pull it up. Right? I understand that, but I want to know from a horticulturist or botanist perspective, why is that plant considered a weed? Like, why is that designated as a weed when other things are considered fabulous bushes or flowers or plants or whatever? Any thoughts on the terra firma inhabitant released by Rolex? What's that mean, Conair? The terra firma. Oh, you missed it, baby. We've been talking about it like crazy. The land dweller, you know, people are divided on it, and that's cool. Please take the watch off, Dirk, before I switch my TV off. I'll be a whore and I'll take it off. What should I put on? Dean's choice. What did I wear yesterday on the show? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make Dean happy, okay? I'm gonna make Dean happy. I'm gonna make Dean happy. Here you go, baby. You feel better? There you go. Nice snick and a snap, as Tim Masso would say. Thank you so much, Dino. Comments live. Let's see what he said. I took it off. Ambergris function is to prolong the scent. Yeah, I know that you're an ambergris. You're in search of the ambergris, right? You've been doing that for a while. Yeah, let me see. I'm missing some of this stuff. Hey Gabri, great to see you in the room. Hi Bashers, hey to you, buddy boy. Great to see you. We missed you, buddy. We missed you. Anyway, Conair, the general consensus on the It's polarizing. Everybody agrees that the bracelet and the movement is fantastic, right? But I don't know if everybody's quite sold on the design. Listen, man, if you like it, go get it. It's going to be 31% more expensive, bro. Whoa, child. That's ugly. That's really sad and ugly. But I think it's a cool watch. Is it the revelation that everybody? I don't think so. But there you go. They got rid of the Milgauss, so maybe it's time they got rid of the Milgauss. But maybe it's time for them to have a new, and that's a brand new. It's a brand new line. So they'll play with that for a couple of years. Ray says, spent the day digging my neighbor's large veggie patch wearing my Q Timex Hodinky Pan Pie Crystal. Nice, boy. Nice. Conair says, Sharon says at Conair, 1 to 2 years. What does that mean? Did I miss the question from Conair? Oh, yeah. Oh, she says 1 to 2 years for the longevity. I've got stuff in my case that's older than that, and I've been lucky that it hasn't gone bad. That one, I did have that one M7 from a while back that definitely went bad, but I think I'm pretty 99.999% sure I bought a counterfeit, and those happen. They really do. They really and truly do. Let me catch up to the comment section. Robbinsbird, hey Robbinsbird, I brought in some cute little flowers once, and my ex-husband asked me what I was doing with those chigger weeds. I still thought, see, that's the way I feel. I'm an equal opportunity beauty admirer. I love some of those, like when some of those white flowers show up in your grass. I think they're pretty. I don't know. I have not been Basher of the Day, okay? I'm going to send you a Basher of the Day theme song courtesy of your friend and mine, Dave Fahrenheit 451. You will be Basher of the Day. I'm going to send you a Basher of the Day song because everybody gets a song when they get in there. They just do. But I agree with Robbinsburg, 100 billion%. Been in meetings, so could not watch live, but do watch the show later. Oh, it's great to have you in here, man. We missed you. Look, Dino says, Donald, great to see you. See? Special Executive Cat for Terrorism, Revenge, and Extortion. Ooh, S.E. Sect. Oh, look at that. Almost. Oh, sector. Look at that. That's pretty good. Ooh, Joe, I'm going to incorporate that. Do you mind? That's pretty great. SECTR. We'll keep the R. Oh, look at that sector. That's great because I have it on there as the Syndicat right now, but this can be another faction of that, right? Can all be a part of, because originally it was Smersh in James Bond. And then, of course, Spectre was cooler, but it's because Smersh is not a great name. So remember, it was Smersh? Terrible. Ray says, Dean, no thanks. Just helping a neighbor. My landscaping days are long over, man. Listen, I don't do it for a living, but I got to say that when we had that place out in the end of Long Island, I used to really enjoy mowing the lawn, and I found it therapeutic because you can just space out while you're doing it. I kind of like that. Someone will steal your idea just like the original Dirk email address. Did somebody steal my original Dirk email address? Oh, because I couldn't get it because that became Basherdirk. Yeah. Joe LaFaro says that Rolex needs to increase production to keep up with demand. Maybe they need to build a new factory here. What would that be like, though, kiddo? What would that be like if it wasn't Swiss made anymore? If it was US made? I don't think they're going to do that because there's the, you know what factor. Starts with a C and ends with a Y. It's cunty. Yeah, I don't know about that. I just think, wouldn't it be fun to just stick it and just not sell them anymore? Say Rolex is no longer exporting to the United States. If you want one, you'll save money by flying over here and buying them and just wear it home on your wrist. And that'll just be that's knocking out the middleman, right? Because that's what that is. That's middleman action, and that's ugly. Ray says 6 hours swinging a pick and digging sounds fun. And Ray, I'm jealous that you have those nice seaweed. Yeah, it's nice. I'm too far from the coast, so I don't get the opportunity to use seaweed. They use it in Cornwall. Cornwall is just magical. Do you know who lives in Cornwall, Dino? Tori Amos. She says Amos, but Tori Amos. She lives there. Very cool. Switzerland's tariff on U.S. Is it? I don't think that's true. Is that true? I looked it up today. Is that true? I don't know. 62%. Is that true? Let's see. Stability, the islands tariffs on goods to U.S. Okay. On April 3rd, 30%. As a response to what the U.S. claimed was a 62% tariff rate, and the Swiss imposes on both. Let's see. Is that true? Let's debunk it. Trump cited a 61% tariff rate that he claims Switzerland imposes. Swiss reactions, Swiss response. According to the. Has anybody debunked this yet or said yes, it's true yet? Said that particularly. Anyway, I'll look that up afterwards, but that's interesting if that's true. I don't know. It sounds very, very high. I know everything from there is expensive, like my toy shirt chocolate, which I love. I mean, they want $16 for 4 of them. I know all about the seaweed, my friends, because I told you my cousins, my mom's cousins, have that very famous place in Inniscrone. And it's a seaweed and kelp kind of rejuvenation, massage, and or seaweed therapy place. They check the serial numbers on watches, and you need to have proof you owned the watch before you left on your trip. If you can't, duty starts. Has anybody ever done that? Have they ever actually taken a watch off somebody's wrist and see, how can they check? How can they do that? You have to have proof you owned the watch before you left on the trip. How do you do that? Like old pictures on your phone? Oh, how would you do that? Maybe they'll backdate stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to come around with ways that people don't have to pay that kind of money. I'm always tuned in, but sometimes just listening and not participate. Well, we love you too. That must be an age thing for the PC. Ouch. I use both. No. The only reason why I don't, it's not an age thing. I was a PC guy. I have my Sony Vaio that I souped up. It's on my desk. I've not plugged it in 25 years, but I used to build PCs all the time. I was a PC guy. I thought Macs were a weird cult and I wanted nothing to do with them. And then they bought the software that I used to run my studio, which is called Logic. And back in the day, it was a German company called eMagic, and they made Logic Pro. And I started out with them in the early 90s, and I didn't want to learn Pro Tools. I didn't want to go through that whole learning curve. So I just said, okay, I'll get a Mac. And Shag Daddy, who was the executive producer on my solo record, got that from me back in the day. And I couldn't believe the way things worked. I just couldn't believe how I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to do this anymore. Anyway, nothing against them. And also there's there's all the malware and viruses and all that kind of junky stuff. That I don't want to deal with. Hey, Gabari. Thank you so much. Gabari with 100 AED, Land Dweller Galore, posted to the Gallery of Bastards. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, buddy boy. Let's give you Mega Super Chat. Thank you so much for that. I didn't know that they did that. I'm always tuned in. It must be an age thing. Where's Jim? Oh, where's Jim? Okay, I spoke to him today, Ray. See, and I told him that everybody asks for him all the time. He's just busy. He's going through some stuff. He's, life's getting in the way. I spoke to him today because I reached out. I reach out when one of you guys disappears. I do reach out because I get worried. That's how I found out certain people weren't part of the show anymore. And that's always not fun to find that out. Our dearly departed Nick Sisto, who I'll never get over that. I love that guy. It's a shame that politics can do that to people. And I'm certainly not the most political person in the whole wide world, but sometimes you let that get in the way of your friendships, and that sucks because he's a great guy, great animal lover, family man. I love that guy. He's one of the very first of the major bashers. I think he was very instrumental in getting the Basher of the Day thing, the competition thing. Just great guy. We miss him. We do. Carp lips are what those plastic Hollywood types have after they. Oh, is that right? Collagen, or they don't use silicone on you. It's not approved anymore. I think they use something called Restylane. I've looked into it. 82 was a great year, Dirk. Best year for Bordeaux, baby. If you're a French wine person, the best, Jerry, the best. Yeah, 82 was great. Yes, like Amstrad is the moon swatch. Leave, real garbage. Oh, now it's on a Patek Audio level? Really? Jackson heavy metal shredder guitar. It certainly is. It's very, very cool. And it never, ever, I haven't changed those strings in 10 years. I don't use it. ever. It's just on my wall. I hot glued rhinestones on it because I wanted to be like Paul Stanley. It's like I never had one of those Ibanez Icemans that he plays, the signature Paul Stanley models. I've always wanted one, but I've never gotten one. And so Paul used to put rhinestones on his Gibson Flying V. So I said, I had nothing. I don't use that thing. So I don't know. 25 years ago, I hot glued uh, sequins on it, and it's cool. I don't mind it. It's fun. I think Emmett played that at a show once. He said, "I'm playing a gig with some metal people. Can I borrow your V?" And I was like, "Absolutely." No, not modern. Check the pic I sent. Okay, Drooby do. There he is. Gallery. I used to have a Pioneer receiver. Ooh, look at that. Donald loves vintage audio. I'm getting really kind of hot under the collar for vintage audio, man. It's like really starting to get me kind of it's making me nuts. Voltaire su upvote. Oh, that's how you say votare su. Thank you very much. That's how you say it in Italian. That was easy. I thought it would have at least cost £10. Listen, man. It's fine. Millie's nice to wear. I have a bottle of YSL champagne, still good, must be about 20 years old. Yeah, it all depends on how you take care of it. A lot of fragrances are more susceptible, like Christian Dior Eau Sauvage, the original one. I smelled the bottle that was in a box, and I tried to buy it, and they wouldn't let me have it. It was probably 40 years old, and I tested it, and it was magnificent. And if you have not smelled, not the Sauvage, not the Johnny Depp one, the original one, the one by Christian Dior, and it's called Eau Sauvage, and it comes in this. They've never changed the bottle, they've never changed the formulation. It's magical. It's really, really good. You go into the store now and sniff it, and it's just incredible. I love how Andy M says at Robbinsburg, that's the reason he's an ex-husband. Mart says fragrance longevity also depends on if it contains a lot of natural ingredients or not. That's very true too. Very, very true. Joe LaFaro, Bulova, Timex, Hamilton, and many others were at the forefront of watches done 100 years ago, and we could be. This is totally true. Now, people forget Bulova, Hamilton, Timex, that these are American companies, and America used to make great watches, fantastic, beautiful watch brands. The list of them, they all went out of business, most of them, or the brands got sold off. Bulova is owned by Citizen, and Hamilton is Swatch Group, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that. If that could happen, that would be great, Yes, Gordon Ramsay had a place in Cornwall called the Rock, and it failed, right? What is it with all his restaurants just fail? Can I just say that I'm not a chef. I'm a pretty good cook. I don't know, that guy. Like, I saw him make bolognese, and I saw him make a bunch of Italian pasta dishes, and I'm like, oh no. Like carbonara, he added cream. I was like, no. Like a couple of things that guy does. I know he's a big celebrity chef. I don't like him, and I don't like it's not that I don't like him, because he's got a F off attitude, which I kind of like. But the other guy that I don't like, the British guy, is Jamie Oliver, because I don't know. I don't know what the appeal is with that guy. I don't know about celebrity chefs. And remember when they were so big and everybody's going crazy for celebrity chefs? I don't know how I feel about that. Paul Hollywood, the bakes guy, all that guy does is guy, I'll tell you, he's got pretty eyes, but for a big portly guy like that, he makes out like a bandit. I mean, he was cheating on his wife with a couple of different hotties, and then he got divorced, and the girl he was with, he cheated on her, and then she dumped him, and now he's remarried. Why do these guys keep getting remarried? If you want to just be a man whore, just stay single and stop ruining people's lives. But I'm amazed by that Paul Hollywood guy. I was like, that guy gets a lot of game because he's on TV. Is that what it is? Does Kate have a place in Cornwall? I did not know that. I thought she lived somewhere in the Thames. She's got that little island. I know that she sold her big giant Essex house a couple of years ago. That one she had for years and years and years. But she's got that kind of like seaside place, but it's in the middle, like on a rock in the Thames. That's the one that the guy broke into. He broke in through her solarium. I did not know that, but of course she should. And why shouldn't she? Because it's probably the most beautiful part of all England, right? It's incredible. Apple resistance is futile. I do hate that, Joe. Joe, listen, I say this all the time. Tim Cook and what he's done to that brand and made everything such a pain in the hole, and how horrible it is that everything, like, for example, my Apple TV, the subscription to watch the studio, which is a cool new show, Seth Rogen, really pretty clever and funny, about a studio. They want me to sign in with my Apple ID. Now, my Apple ID should be my private thing for my accounts, and that shouldn't be for television or a subscription. It should be separate. And they just said, from now on, you have to sign in with your Apple ID. I don't like that. I don't like, why don't they ask for my social security number while they're at it? He's making it, and also, like, what I'm doing today to go rebuild my friend's computer is not something I could do with a computer from 2 years ago. There's nothing that I can do to those things. They have to be shipped back to the factory, and you get a new one because they're disposable now. Computers, we used to be able to swap out fans, swap out hard drives, swap out RAM, swap out circuit boards, swap everything, transistors, whatever you want, if you're good at soldering and all that. You can't do any of that now. It's all goo inside. There's nothing you can really do. And that was a side hustle I had for years. I mean, I mostly did it for free. I did it for people I love, but I did, have some clients that, that I would take care of, It happens all the time in the UK. When returning with expensive watches, customs check watches and charge duty. It's the same in Australia. Ugh. All right, never mind. Never mind. Upa Volta. Okay. I have to look that up. I have my 4 Wharfdale speakers. They're 20 years old. They can still cause a tsunami. They go all the way up to 11. That's great. Proper gears, Cobri says. Proper gear. Dean says, no, this is a house he owns, not a restaurant. Oh, a house. Oh, very cool. Well, who doesn't want to live there? Tori Amos sold her house in Ireland. She had a beautiful, it's crazy too. She didn't do much to it. Big old stone kind of, I don't know what would you call it? Not colonial, a federal, Georgian. It was a Georgian home near the cliffs, seaside, beautiful. I think it was in Waterford, I think she was. I'm trying to remember where it was exactly. Anyway, she sold it a couple of years ago because she said the fairies had left her, the spirits had left her, so she left. And the second she sold it, a developer went in there and turned it into a hotel. Now it looks absolutely crazy. Yeah, Sharon says it's Apple. They want Apple ID sign in. I know. I want my Apple ID to be specifically for what I buy from Apple, like like a program or stuff that they charge my credit card for, computers, and for administrative purposes. I don't want it for subscriptions. I don't think that that's right. You should be able to have a different sign-in. And you know why else they do it? Because they don't want anybody in your family signing into your ID like you can do with other streaming services, like share your Netflix with your sister or your brother or your mom or your father, whatever. It's really, really, really crazy. Anyway, time for the Gallery of Bastards, because I'm going on and on and on and on and on and on. The Gallery of Bastards, send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards, you share them with me, and I share with the world. A little note to start this off from our own Julian. Let the bashers know, just a gentle reminder, particularly in this batch of pictures, that I never used any post-layering or double imagery. It's all done in the camera using a glass window for reflection. A lot of the skill is being able to position myself to get those effects without getting myself included in the picture. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. And here, my friends, is another piece from the Gallery of Bastards featuring our very own Julian. Let's get that going. Yeah, that's crazy. It's all done through glass. It's not smoke and mirrors, my friends. Beautiful juxtaposition of styles. What are those tanks there? Beautiful. It looks a little bit like Lady Gaga. Very cool. See, like I always thought that maybe you superimpose stuff, but he does not. He just finds the images, he sees them in his mind's eye, and he captures them. Oh, look at these two. Is there a sale on berets? Oh, that's quite beautiful. Look at that. Oh, now I see it. Oh, wow. See, this is Julian's art is the type of art that you have to look through and then you discover the beauty in it. Look at that. What's going on there? Is that Rachel Weisz? Looks like her. She's beautiful. Very cool. What is this from? Is that like an ad for a bag? Amazing. Oh, wow. Mannequins. You know how many mannequins I have in my house? Like 10. Because Paul, as an artist and the form and all that stuff, he collects mannequins. I have so many of them. They're nuts. But that is very cool and super duper creepy. Oh, that's cool. Look at this great looking girl. She's beautiful. Amazing. Oh, that's gorgeous, Julian. Look at that. Kind of looks like Adam Lambert's makeup. Adam Lambert's just been dying to get in drag his whole life. Some guys, that's their thing. That's cool. Look at this action. He's having a fag. He's on the phone. They're both on the phone underneath this beautiful model. Oh, that's amazing, Julian. Incredible. Credibile. Beautiful stuff. All done, not with mirrors, but with glass. No post-production whatsoever in the imagery. Amazing. Thank you, dearest Julian. Incredibile, as usual. Dean McKenzie, Donkey Dirk. Okay, this sounds dirty. What does he say here? Does he have something to say in it? Let me read the thing. Let me open it up. No, he just got pictures of donkeys. Okay. Oh, he said, I need a donkey named after me, right? Oh, that's cute. Choose your favorite donkey. A charming chap? I can't choose one. I love them all. I can't choose one. Donkey Dirk. That's my new porno. That sounds terrible. A sweet boy. Well, who doesn't like a sweet boy? They're all beautiful to me. Oh, and a ray of sunshine. Oh, look at this. Drizzle, Coco, Cleo, and Ashley. The answer is I love them all, Dina. And I like the names of them too. That's very cute. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know about Friday Eve, Eminem Madness, Mark and Mindy Madness. It's time for madness. Look at this classic shot of our very own Mork. Look at you, buddy boy, looking beautiful, as always. Oh, look at you. We love you. That's a lot of videos. Looks like Hardcore Shutterbug's house. Wow. Look at him on the prowl. We don't have a lot of shots of that on the prowl. We don't. Donkey of the Month Club and Donkey Turk. You guys are funny. Oh, look at him. He's got devil eyes, though. He's looking devilish. By the way, he's so beautiful. He's a beautiful boy. Oh, look at the Kiss. I see the Kiss box set up at the top. Is that the what is that one called? The Kissery? I think it is. I might be wrong. There's so many. I don't have that many. I have a couple of them. I'm not much of a collector. I mean, I've got all the records and all the vinyls, but like my friend Steve keeps his stuff like a museum. He's got them like you guys do. Beautiful stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then we've got the beautiful lady. There she is. That is very pensive, isn't it? She sticks out like a sore thumb on that orange throw. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. I love those two. Thank you so much. They always make me happy. Oh, and then she's face planting. Oh, God, that always drove me crazy. I'm like, breathe, 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 breathe. Oh, face planting. There she is. She's up now. Do you know cats, because they sleep so you ever wonder why a cat comes up in your bed and goes and paws your face? Because they're checking to make sure you're not dead, because they sleep so, little cat naps. They don't understand why we humans need to sleep so long. Like, wait, what's going on here? It makes no sense to them. Oh, an all-time classic, an all-time Mindy classic. Beautiful girl. Oh, look at her. Uh-oh. Now what? All I know is that your house is just a never-ending plush toy for them to park themselves so they can relax. Oh, look at that devil face. Look at him. He's so beautiful. She is out like a light. Amazing. Oh, look at the alert lady. She looks like such a kitten sometimes. She really does. Sleepy lady. Oh, the Mork and Mindy show. Well, thank you guys. That's like one of the best collections you've ever sent us. Look at them. So many looks. So many looks on the runway. On the catwalk. On the catwalk. Joe LaFaro, 1999 Donkey of the Month subscription. Oh my God. The Donkey of the Month. That's too freaking funny. Donkey of the Month. You're so bad. Eminem will be 10 this year. Oh my God. They look like babies. Thanks again, Handsome Joe. It's too funny. 10 years old? They're babies. On the catwalk. On the catwalk. That's right, said Fred, indeed. Here is a beautiful shot of Scotland for our very own Mr. McLeod, Mr. Steve McLeod. Look at that action. Wow. That looks like Lawrence of Arabia. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. It's just one. That's that. Your framing, man. That should be a screensaver. It's that beautiful. Is really that is astonishingly beautiful, man. Thank you so much, Steve. Glenn Parker, my little girl Rosie chilling. Oh, Glenn Parker with Rosie. Come on now. Oh, hello, Rosie. She's having a big stretch. Let's get a zoom in on that. Oh, she is adorable. Oh my God. Oh, Glenn. Look at that. Look at that face. Her markings are so unique. She's like black and silver. What a beautiful kitty cat. Oh, look at all she's chilling like a mega villain. Look at the big stretch. Only cats can turn their heads around like the Exorcist. Unbelievable. Oh, you guys are all great cat mommies and daddies. You really and truly are. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Glenn, you rock. Safer indoors, me arse. What does this say? Is this a video? Hold on. Ray. Oh, so it sends a lot of videos. I got to figure out the sound thing. Okay, let's get this. I won't have sound, but I'll figure this out. Give me a hot minute. Look at the German Shepherd. Who's that guy? Who's that guy, Ray? Oh my God, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. Sharon with Canadian 699 Syndicat. Yeah, baby, it's catching on. The Syndicate. And what the thing that Joel Faro said earlier, that was a pretty great one too. Really great. Monks for you. Thank you, Sharon, so much. Drew, Gallery of Bastards. Oh boy. Oh, we tapped a vein, my friends. We tapped a vein. Holy crap. Look at that. Oh my God, and they're all Pioneer. Mine looked like those, except it didn't have a smoky face. It had the clear one. The SX780 was so beautiful. And yeah, I'm a dope, a dumb kid dope. Look at this. So you got them in the order of, like, that's the big Mama Jama on the bottom. Wow, Drew. Those are amazing. Look at that. Now, I'm assuming that these predate. Mine was built from 1978 to 1980. So I'm assuming this predates that. These are amazing. Oh, wow. It's just one. Oh, my God. I'm knocked for, what is it? I'm knocked for six. Is that the expression? I don't understand what that means. Can somebody explain what that means? I'm knocked for six. What does that? I never understood what that meant. It's a British expression. Somebody tell me what that means. I'm knocked for six. That means I'm surprised, right? Or overwhelmed. I know that, but what does knocked for six mean? That is amazing, Drew. Wow. I'm shocked. Shocked. Completely shocked by that. It's amazing. Amazing. Glenn Parker, I've had this since 1994. Technique's new Class A system, and it still sounds great. Oh, cool. Now, Techniques used to be made by Panasonic. That I know. I don't know if they still are. But yeah, Techniques. Everybody wanted a Techniques turntable when I was getting. Oh, look at that. Double cassette deck, actor current sensor, integrated amplifier, synthesized tuner, compact display. You got it all. Graphic EQ. EQs, by the way, the guy said are the biggest selling thing right now. It's amazing. Wow. That is amazing with your servo turntable. That's great. And it's still serving you well, man, because stuff was made beautifully back in the day, my friends. Things just don't last the way they used to. Amazing, Glenn. Amazing. Hey, Vitaly Beljavev, Land Dwellers Galore. Hey, let's see what he has to say here. Thank you so much for sending this on. Very cool. Rolex launches the Land Dweller with sapphire caseback, integrated bracelet, cutting edge new tech, and finishing, and the competition. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah, here we go. We got Patek, you got Vacheron Constantin, you got what else you got there? Grand Seiko, IWC. What is that on the bottom? Is that what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that Frederick Constant? Very crazy. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, they're doing the integrated bracelet thing after everybody else has done this. There's definitely nothing original about them doing that. It's about cricket. The biggest hit is worth 6. Oh, that's great. And is it not for 6 or not for 6? It's not like 0 for 6. Oh, it's a Gerard Perigo. Of course it is. Thank you so much, Gabri. Thank you so much. Yes, I couldn't blow it up enough to see, but I should have known by the hexagon. I should have been able to see that. I should have been able to tell, but thank you so much for that. Oops, get off the screen. Yeah, and Martin Brown. What do you got going on here? Oh, it's a cat in a box. It's a cat in a box. It's a cat in a box, girl. It's a cat in a box, but it's not just a regular old cat in a box. It's Bronson. Because a new box came in the house and he wanted in. Look at him. Look how big he is. Holy smokes. Still growing. Look at this beautiful, crazy. Oh, man, he's getting more and more regal and beautiful by the day. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, he's beautiful. What a beautiful boy. But he's still a cat. Because they all speak box. No matter what you do, they all speak box. Nothing you can do about it. Ray sent a picture. Oh, here he is with his Timex on. Very nice. Look at a wrist shot from our very own Raphael. Look at that. With your furry arms. Look at you looking manly man. Unbelievable. This is a man who works for a living. There you go. Fantastic, Ray. Thank you, my friend. Raphael. Lots of stuff. Oh, and here's Buffy from Sharon. Oh, come on. This is not fair. Not fair. It's just too much. I mean, come on. It's not even real. It can't possibly be a real cat because it's just too beyond cartoon cuteness. Absolutely crazy. Oh, Sharon, thank you so much. What a great way to end the Gallery of Bastards. How beautiful are you? Thank you so much for sending us Baffy. That's great. Thanks, everybody. What a great Gallery of Bastards today. Fantastic. Let's give everybody a big round of applause and a Gallery of Bastards theme. The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots. The sublime leaves over. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Let me catch up with the things before we call it the night. So I get everybody in there. I want to make sure I got all that. Cat overload. There's never enough cats. Great vintage Timex, says Smart. Joe LaFaro loving on Raphael. They're loving on your Timex. Knocked for 6. It is knocked for 6. Yeah, like I'm knocked for 6. I just didn't know it was a cricket reference because how would I know that? Because it's just completely crazy town to me. Hey, Ray 4964. It's been a while. Fare clic per approvare. Thank you very much. It's about cricket. I never friggin' knew that. Great collection of receivers. Who knew, Drooby Doo, that you were one of those guys? I don't know if I'm going to do that, but obviously that's one of your passions. Very cool. I think I want to recreate my stereo system from when I was a kid. And it was, the turntable was nothing amazing. It was a JVC LA55, which is a direct auto return, direct drive turntable. I'd probably want to up the game on the turntable, but I probably would go for that receiver. I'd probably go for some vintage ohm speakers because, man, those sounded so incredible. But yeah, it's like a thing. And then I guess I'd probably start getting into the rest of it because you know how this drug works, this addiction to stuff. You want this watch, you want that stereo, you want, guitars. Like I don't have the Paul Stanley guitar, but now that I'm thinking about it, I really want one of those. Like I need that many, If I pick up my Telecaster, it's probably not in tune. I bet it isn't. Well, it might be. It's in tune. Well, if there's one thing you could say, my guitars are in tune. But this one will go out of tune after about 20 minutes of playing. I have to adjust it. That thing never goes out of tune, which is absolutely crazy, unbelievable, nonsense, unbelievable. And it's like, the cheapest one that they made back in the day, that thing cost about, I don't know, $600-700 in 1982. I think that's when I got it. I think I got it in 82. And I begged and screamed and pleaded, can I have that? And I had already tried out drums and got a drum set, and that wasn't working out. And then I wanted guitars, and I always took piano lessons, and that's fine. We had a piano in the house. I didn't have to beg for it. We had a Hallett Davis from the 1800s that was in the house when my parents bought it. And then, of course, the singing thing happened much, much later, as I tried to get as much stuff as I possibly could through that. My daughter picks up Baffy in BC in 13 days. We can't wait. And let's have homecoming shots and maybe some videos. And I'll figure out the way to get because I'm in Chrome here for the show. I'll figure out a way to incorporate video so we can get sound. I don't know why, but obviously there's a way to do it. I just got to figure it out. No problem, Sharon. Thank you so much. And Dean says, too many rabbit holes. Never enough rabbit holes. Guys, that's the show. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the big guy at 6 p.m. Same bash time, same bash channel. And I can't wait to see you all there. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please. Oh, wait. Let me thank all the super chatters today. Dean, $4.99. Gabri, AED 100. Thank you so much. Joel LaFara, $19.99, and Sharon, $6.99. Thank you so much. And of course, rolling down here, the Patreon Pantheon, which is Jim Lassick, Andrew Wolkowicz, Go Moto Soto. Well, Nick Sisto, he's still on there. He's not anymore, but I love him anyway, and he's forevermore a basher. Complicated Time, Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dana O'Malley's Lord, Scotty H, Dean McKenzie, Al Benedetti. We miss you, man. Come on the show again. Angelo Minichello, we miss you too. I know you're busy. I'm gonna hunt you down. Gas man, Danny L. We had a great chat last week. Dave Fahrenheit 451, the king of bashers of the day. Fitzsimons, I don't know what to say. You're so great. The lady with the wrench, Carolyn Martin, Easy E. Here's another one who's never on the show live. I'm going to call you. Mimi R. Chris on the Upper East Side, that handsome bastard. Scotty Love, Jocelyn Bittenbender, Ray, Native Prince, Jonathan Badner, James M. Drooby Doo, Mike Callan. Where you been, Mike Callan? Come on the show. C. Nord, Stuart H., Jazz and Joe LaFar. Listen, you guys. I'm going to send out a search party for a couple of those people because they're so great and they make everything they keep the lights on, man. And thank you so much to each and every one of you for showing up every day. At the same bash time, same bash channel. My name is Dirk. Keep the door open. Say please and thank you. And remember to be kind to people, unless, of course, they're a total cunt.